welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Beverly. I hope you'll stick around. I love making new friends. So, hello October, my old friend. I'm really excited that October's back. I love October. It's my favourite month of the year, my favourite time of the year, and I know a lot of people are going to be doing makeup looks and outfit looks and things like that, which I think is really cool. I'm really excited for all of that. Hello Fiend, my birdie. But I have different interests than that. I do love makeup and I love trying out makeup looks. I'm not very good, not very talented, but I do my best. But to be honest, my interest at the moment really lies in training to become a psychic. I've always had the ability to speak to and communicate with spirit, seen spirit many times, but I've always been terrified, terrified of them. I watch too many horror films to not be scared. That's my main problem. But I went to see a psychic, a while back now, a few months ago, to help deal with losing my granddad, which was the hardest thing I've ever been through, and it changed everything. It was total difference between feeling this tremendous loss and feeling this complete separation from my best friend, who my granddad was, and losing that person who meant the whole entire world to me. I was struggling, and so I went to see a psychic. My husband had gone to see a few psychics after he lost his brother, and it had helped him, and so I wanted to get some help, and the relief I felt after seeing a psychic and being able to know that my granddad was okay and my Auntie Joyce, who had passed away, was okay. It was an incredibly wonderful feeling, and I can honestly say that it helped me to grieve. It helped me to get through that difficult time, and I want to help people do the same. Now, while I was seeing this psychic, while I was in the room, her guides said to her, give her everything, give her all the books, give her all the, just get her to learn. She needs to be doing this. This is her calling. The thought terrified me, but I signed up with the woman who'd helped teach her to be a psychic. And whenever I say I'm learning to be a psychic, people go, what? You can learn to be a psychic? I'm like, yes. That's how it happened. The real ones, the actual real ones, the ones that actually can communicate, they have lessons. They learn how to do it in a safe way. They learn how to communicate with their guides in a way that's going to keep them protected and keep the people that they're trying to communicate with protected, and to help people to pass over. And that's important, you know. I'm not going to just pick up a Ouija board and start communicating, because that's how you end up in bad ways with spirits just wandering about your house and poltergeists and things like that, and we don't want anything like that. And that was my fear. But having my teacher, she's incredible. I can text her anytime and she will reply very quickly. Any questions that I have, she will respond to very fast. She made me a pendulum, because the pendulum I had, let me show you. So the pendulum I had, pendulums are really used a lot to communicate, because obviously your spirit guide isn't going to be standing in front of you talking to you. They're on a different plane, and so you communicate using a pendulum. You hold it like this, and it sways back and forth or roundabouts or whatever in answer to questions. This is very small, probably the size of my little finger, very thin, and I have continual shakes because of my illnesses, my neurological problems. My hands shake quite a lot, and because of that it was hard to tell what was me shaking and what was my spirit guide talking to me. And so I kind of gave up very quickly on this. I was like, pendulum's not my thing, just get it out my face, it's not working. And then I went to see her, I went to my last class, and she'd made me this one with a crystal that she wasn't using. She does Reiki on people, so it's a crystal that she wasn't using, and she's got the chakra colours, and it's very much handmade. It doesn't matter, you can use anything as a pendulum, you can use a paper clip on an elastic band, you can use anything. The point is that it's a lot heavier and it doesn't sway as easily with my shaking, and so it's much easier to tell whether it's my spirit guide talking to me or whether it's my shaking. And so I'm incredibly thankful that I have such a wonderful teacher who's showing me so much and is willing to go out of her way and give me that as a present. It was quite strange because she gave me that. I turned up at class and I was like, I got you a present, and it was like this little like shape of an angel, and it said, may your guardian angel always be with you. And I'd seen it in the shop and it didn't cost a lot of money. It was like under £5, and I I literally was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect for my teacher. I'm going to get it and take it to her because it's really nice. And so I walked in to class and I was like, oh, I got you a present. She was like, I got you a present. And I was like, what? And she'd made me that. What an incredibly nice thing. Other than that, I'm trying my best to help spirit pass over. I live on quite a dangerous road, like just up from where I live, it's quite a dangerous road. And when I first started doing this, how can I explain it? So we all live in different vibrations. I feel like such a hippie when I'm talking about this stuff, but it's true. Different vibrations, and an angel will be at a vibration up here and we're at a vibration down here, and that's why we can't see each other and we can't communicate very easily, okay? And then our spirit guides are a completely different vibration over here, and so it's hard to communicate. So normal people are down here somewhere or over here somewhere, and then you start learning about spirit, you start learning about how to communicate with them and how to help them, and your vibration moves, and it's like a light goes off in you. I don't know if it's that your aura changes colour, or I don't know what it is exactly, but from what I can gather, your vibration changes, and that is then like a light that spirit who are lost kind of gravitate towards, because they want help. They want help to pass over, and so they start coming. And when I first started learning, like in the first couple of weeks, I had a lot of people come to me in the night. I could like sense people in my bedroom wandering about at night, and it was terrifying. And there were people, I was having dreams of car crashes, horrible nightmares, very vivid, and it was just basically people asking for help. I've now set up protections in my home that mean that that doesn't happen anymore, which I'm thankful for, because it was really disturbing my sleep. Hello, Gizzy. You coming here? Come on then. Come and give Mum a love. Oh, he's been a troublemaker today. What's up? You in a mood? Oh, anyway. So yeah, I was having very disturbed sleep and a lot of problems, and I learned about bubbles. Now, have you seen The Wizard of Oz, the original Wizard of Oz movie with Judy Garland? Glinda moves around in a bubble of pink. Different colours mean different things. This is my psychic course manual that tells me everything I need to know while I'm learning. And spiritual energy all is on different spectrums and different colours. So if I want to protect myself, like hide my light so that I can sleep, or if, like when I did my video when I went to the museum, I did it then, I imagine myself like Glinda in a bubble of purple, and purple disguises my aura, disguises my light, so I don't have the day spent with spirit attaching to me and coming home and not realising until I'm home and I'm meditating and suddenly there's all these people here. I also learn about making the bubble pink. Now, I am an empath, and this means that I feel other people's emotions. When people are around me and they're upset, I get upset. When they're angry, I can feel that anger as if it's like attacking me. I don't know how to explain it. It's really hard to explain being an empath. Look it up if you're completely confused. But I feel people's emotions, and it kind of draws their energy to me or on me, and people can drain my energy. Now, if you watched my video last, you will know that I suffer with fatigue incredibly badly, and if I go out shopping, I can come home and feel so drained and exhausted. And it's not just because of my illness, it's because I've been sensing everybody else's emotions and feelings. They've been draining my energy because I'm an empath, taking my energy from me. And so I learned to imagine myself in a pink bubble, ask to be surrounded by a pink bubble, and that stops it. It like acts like I think of Batfink. Did anybody used to watch Batfink? Anyway, it was this little bat cartoon kids program, and you say, my wings are like a shield of steel, and like people used to like shoot at him and they doom 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 bounce off. And I kind of picture it like that, like my guides are like holding up a shield and nobody can get through. And I tried, the first time I was very skeptical, and I went out and I was like, yeah, a pink bubble is around me. Okay then. But when I came home, I felt tired because I'd been out and expelled energy, and so my illness was making me tired. But I didn't feel emotionally drained. I didn't feel absolutely over the top exhausted. And so I do that every time I go out now. And so that's why it's important, if you do have psychic abilities, or if it's something that you wish you had. Everybody has those abilities. That's why many children can see and communicate with spirit, and then as we grow up, we kind of grow out of that ability. And I think anybody can learn this if you're willing to put in the time. It takes hours of meditation, it takes hours of reading, and I don't always have the energy to do it. I'm not always able to do it. But it's a little bit like, if you're like, I'm a Christian, and so I like to try and spend time praying and with my Bible every day if I can. So it's kind of like just putting the time in. You know, you've got to study. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you want to pass your degree, you've got to study. I'm currently reading a book called Opening to Channel, something like that. My friend lent me, and I'm learning a lot from that. And it's just reading things, absorbing things, asking questions, and being open. You've got to be open. You've got to have an open heart. You've got to have an open mind. If you're skeptical, it's a good thing, because it means, how can I put this? Okay, so the difference between, I used to watch a program called Most Haunted. It was absolute rubbish. They did everything wrong when it came to communicating with spirits, and it really was annoying. But my husband was a big fan, so I watched it a lot, more than I probably wanted to. But on there, they used to, any little noise, any little spark, anything, they'd go, ah, and they'd scream and run away, and they'd assume that that was a spirit communicating every little thing, and they'd blow it out of proportion. And then we discovered a program called TAPS. I think it was like Tampa Area Paranormal Society or something, I can't remember. But anyway, the program was called TAPS. If you can find it, they were really good paranormal investigators, because if there was a noise or a light or something happened, they would try and recreate it and see if they could debunk it, or if they could like say, oh, okay, that's not real, that didn't happen. But then when I watch TAPS, I thought, they're skeptical, but they believe. They're open to it, but they're skeptical. So watch TAPS. If you don't understand what I'm saying, it's like, be open to spirit, but don't assume every little noise, every little thing is a spirit trying to communicate with you, because it probably isn't. It might be your central heating, or a clock ticking, or... Was that good timing or what? It might be a clock ticking, or it could be, I don't know, a bird on the roof. I don't know. It could be anything. So be open, but be skeptical. Find somebody who, I wouldn't say go looking online for somebody to learn to be. I'd say find somebody who you can learn from in person, and somebody that you've been recommended by a friend. My the psychic that we went to see was for real, legit. I could tell that she was for real, and I was really impressed. And my husband went to see her as well, and he'd been to see like 4 or 5 different people and was not happy with any of the readings that he had, because he wanted to know that his brother was okay. And then we went to see the psychic, and I came out and I was like a completely different person. He was really impressed. So he went, and when he came back, he was like, she is legit. Like, the things she said, the things she did, she didn't record it so I could prove or disprove things. It was just sitting talking to her, and I have to agree. And when he said that, I was like, I'm going to look into this person who she's recommended to teach me how to do it. And when I looked, we had friends in common, and so I was like, well, then I'm going to be friends with her. Like, they were people who did Reiki on me, or who were interested in that sort of thing, and then they knew her as well. And when I looked into her, she was really legit, and she's helped lots of people to hone their gifts and their talents, and to learn how to do it in a good way. I am incredibly thankful for her. I hope she watches this, because I want her to know how much she's changed my life, and how much she's opened me up to things that I've closed down. I tried to put walls up for so many years because I was scared, and now I'm open and I am much more receptive. Things have happened in my life that have just been magical, and I'm thankful for them instead of being scared for them. So that's my little update on my psychic training. It's going well. I'm absolutely confused, enlightened, interested and overwhelmed all at the same time, all in wonderful, beautiful ways. And I do want to keep learning, keep growing. This is going to be a lifelong journey, and I still will know just like a fraction of what there is to know. I am now we're in October, it's my favourite month, and it's the month where traditionally the veil between spirit and our world is at the thinnest, especially as we come up to All Hallows Eve or Halloween. Definitely look into the history of Halloween, because it's really interesting. It's not all about dressing up and putting on silly costumes. It's quite interesting to know the history of it. But this month, Sundays, I'm going to be doing videos about my psychic journey. I'm going to do a video about the spirits I've seen and communicated with. I'm going to do yeah, just a few different videos about my psychic journey and what it means to be able to do these things and to talk to people, and give them some tips and tricks and things like that, do's and don'ts, that sort of thing. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you will come back, subscribe, share, like and all that malarkey. You all know what to do. I hate saying that, by the way. I am thankful for the new people that I have. I'm now I've got like 70 subscribers, which just blows my mind. I'm so thankful for all of you. I pray every day that I'll get to 100 so that I can get my when you have 100 subscribers, you can pick your own URL, and I'm really excited for that, because I know what I'm going to call myself. So yeah, I hope that you will stick around and leave comments down below, things that you would like to know about my psychic journey, any experiences you've had. Are you training to be a psychic? Are you psychic? Are you an empath? I would love to make friends with other people who are on the same journey as me. So yeah, happy October. Hell yeah. Who's going to be watching Halloween movies all month? And scary films, and who's decorating their house? I want to hear all about it down below. And if you're doing videos about Halloween and October and all of that kind of thing, tell me so I can follow you. I do check out everybody who follows me and check out their videos. A lot of people I subscribe to because they've got the same interests as me. So yeah, I'm gonna let the birds get loud again, and I'm gonna go and cuddle my dog, and I will see you all on Wednesday. Bye.